Hi everybody. Hello.
Oh,
Sing Out International with our good friend Polycarp.
yes.
And he is studying at university in Kampala for development studies.
Yes.
And he is going to share his story with us today.
Yeah. Yeah, first and foremost, I would like to take these opportunities for having met you too. And
you.
it's just a great pleasure. I never thought I would meet such good people like you. Today I've met you. My name is called Polycarp Loktek. I was born from northern Uganda and I grew from northern Uganda in the war-torn areas for at least 21 years. But we faced serious problems. Of course, from the year of 2001 to 2004, the cases of rebel abducting young kids increased, and I was in primary, so we could study like today, and tomorrow the school is burned down, so you have to move from another place to look for a new school. So it's just a difficult thing. But at least I thank God I continue studying that difficult way like that. I moved on until I reached primary 7, where I start my primary leaving examinations. That's PLE for leaving primary to go to secondary school. But of course, I didn't know who was going to pay my school fees because my parents were not able to pay the school fees. But always I have strong courage that I will continue to study. I don't know who was encouraging me, but I think maybe God. I kept on studying very hard. I studied. When I started my exams, my results came back, found that I passed my examination. Then, of course, I looked around, but there was no one who could pay my school fees. I decided to go back to the same class, that P7. Then I heard about scholarship, that they are giving out scholarship to students who pass exams. So the scholarship was half north here, Miss Okelo. So Miss Okelo was in connection with a certain lady from Pajule. She's called Rose Lato. So my father took me with him to Rose Lato's place in Pajule, and he introduced me to her. So I wrote an application, I gave it to her, and she accepted. But coming to school here was quite challenging because means of transport, and I didn't know the place here. So first term I did not study because I got the news late, and other friends of mine were already here. So they told me to wait for the truck, that the school truck will come and pick me in first term. I stayed there waiting for a school truck, never went back. So I stayed until first term got done without me studying. They told me when they took students for holidays, they told me to wait that the school truck will come and pick me. I stayed there waiting for school truck, and school truck never came. I did not study first semester. When they took students there for their holidays for second term, I got in a school truck first because I wanted to come to school so bad, because I like studying it. I knew that education is the only way to fight poverty or any sort of problems. Okay, but the school truck became small and could not accommodate all of us. So they told me that new students, of course I was only one. I was the only new student, but the rest are all students. Then they told me to remain behind, let the whole student first get in the truck and they bring them school. Then after school truck will go back and pick me again. I got out of the school truck and I stayed out. So they brought all students, but still in that same term, school truck never went back. So again I didn't study second term again. I waited for third term when they were bringing the student back for their holidays again. Then I told myself that I can't wait for other students when they're going back to school. What I should do is to get in the school truck when it's still going alone. I mean, without any student in. Then I got in, and I came to school. Of course, I didn't know anyone. It was a difficult life. Of course, I didn't know anyone, and I could sleep in a dormitory alone, the whole big dormitory. I mean, I could sleep, but there was no electricity, so we used candle to read books. It was really quite difficult, and I was not used to sleep in the house alone. But I had to face that. I mean, I have to get used to the condition because I set my goal that I needed to achieve. Yeah. And that's according to my education background. But also, I'd like to talk about my past life before as I was a little bit young. I was once abducted as well, but because in my mind I didn't want to stay among them because the life there is very difficult. Sometimes you fail to eat for 3 days. Sometimes like 2 days you don't eat. You're only running. They are fighting rebel and the Uganda government. So I stayed with them for 6 months. But in my third month, they already given me the gun, so I could move around. I had some freedom of moving. But whenever they give me some young students, young abducted children, I would release them. And if they give me like 6, I release 3 to go. Like today, then I move with the 3. Sometimes again I release them. So I was getting them back home. Because in my mind I said, no, I'm not going to stay here anymore. I stayed with them for 6 months. When they sent me to go and get some foodstuffs, I said, no, today I'm not going back to stay with these people. I'm going back home. So I came back home. But my brother, our second born, he was abducted and he stayed for 5 years with them. 5 years. And he was shot at least 5 bullets. 4 is out and 1 still in his knee. And as soon as he came back home, my younger sister who followed me against was taken. For her, she was young and she was weak, and she had eyes problem that she needed spec to see. But of course, nobody can give her antenatal cares in that bush. So she couldn't make it. She died. So
sorry, Polycarp.
That's life I passed through. Yeah. But sometimes I do advise my friend that thing happened. But when things happen, the only way we do is to just forget and start a new life. Yeah. But don't keep thinking about the same thing all the time because it becomes very difficult. Yeah.
It's very admirable.
Yeah.
Your perspective and positive outlook despite everything you've gone through.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my past life. At least I pray to God that He keep on doing good things to me and bringing good people in my life. Like I've met you today. I'm happy to share my story with you and to the rest of the world.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Polycarp.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Thank you, Hazel. Yeah.
So we are so grateful for Polycarp for sharing his story and giving us details about his life and his journey to Hope North and his journey to university.
He is truly an example of creating beauty from ashes, his life in the LRA, and here he is today, a graduate from Hope North studying at university.
Yeah.
Smart, funny, talented, musical, loving, wonderful guy.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm happy because I'm at least now sharing my story with good people and wonderful people around the world. I'm very happy for that.
Well, we are very happy to know you
Yeah, thank you. I'm also happy to know you and to know Ashley as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.